Alana, one of your athletes, just showed a wonderful performance, I guess, on 2 distances. How do you feel about that as a coach?
I feel very satisfied. I think it was just great seeing Alana come in and perform to the best of her ability and perform some outstanding results and outstanding times, both at Oceania and here. And I mean, that time today of 1:49 in those conditions, fantastic. So, you know, we've got a lot to look forward to, I think.
Yeah. Easy question, maybe a little bit harder to answer. Who actually puts in the hard work?
Well, it's difficult to measure. Look, the athletes have to get out there and do the physical work. They're the ones that are on the water sort of 7, 8, 9 times a week, in the gym 3 or 4 times a week, doing the cross training. As a coach, you know, for me, I do a lot of research. I talk to a lot of people. You know, like our support staff at Waste and that sort of thing. I put a lot of time and thought into constructing the program. I don't just have a one-size-fits-all program for my guys. I have probably 4 different programs on the go at any given time, and so it is, you know, a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes, and then, you know, there's the actual sessions. So, you know, they can be on the water in the powerboat, they can be in the kayak, like myself in the kayak, or, you know, might be in the car down at sort of a regatta centre like Champion Lakes, doing video and that sort of stuff out of the car. So it's, whilst the athletes' work, I suppose, is more physical, and they make a lot of sacrifices. I mean, look, we get paid for it, and I mean, there's a lot of hours we don't get paid for, but look, I do it because I love it, and I feel that I'm good at it, and I find it very rewarding, especially when, you know, my athletes come to a big meet like this and perform really well.
Yeah. Are you going through a similar kind of emotion, whether it's losing or winning in this case? You know, London, but for the athlete it can be quite an emotional experience, obviously. Is that similar for you as a coach, or?
Look, in a way it is. I mean, it's probably a little bit different with an athlete. For them, it's at the moment it's probably their whole life, and, you know, they know this is possibly going to be their one moment in time where they've got the opportunity to be at their best, you know, with the spotlight of the world on them, and you know, they may never be back at that level, or some will, some won't. As a coach, you know, you're often not working just with one athlete. You're working with many athletes, and that might be over a number of years. So it probably is a little bit different, but at the same time, sure, you know, like I'll get very happy when my athletes perform well and get great results, and you know, even, you know, set PBs and things like that.
Yeah. The job of a coach is obviously not a 9-to-5 job. Does it also involve maybe certain sacrifices privately, or other things you might want to do in your life, you know? Yeah,
well, I'm at the moment, I've been a part-time coach for 8 years. I've had a full-time job, and I've done all my coaching outside of those hours at work. That's changing soon. I'm getting a redundancy in 2 weeks' time, and I'm going to go, Waste are going to employ me full-time, which is going to be fantastic. So I guess those hours of writing programs and doing admin work between 8 and midnight are probably, whilst I'm probably sure I will continue doing some of that, but being a sort of regular sort of thing, I think that's going to be a thing of the past in a couple of weeks' time. And also, yeah, I've obviously got, you know, my family. I've got a young family, and so, you know, I want to be there for them. And, you know, certainly I've had decisions over the years when I've chosen not to put my hand up for overseas tours because I felt it was too much time away and things like that. So, and family for me is most important. But, you know, this is very important as well. It's my passion. It doesn't feel like work to me. So, and that's, you know, if you can have a job that doesn't feel like work, I think you're very, very lucky. And I think that's the goal that I think everyone's probably trying to achieve in life. Yeah. And getting up and you know, the squad at Waste are just a great group of people to work with. I mean, they're just fantastic to work with, and it just makes it easy getting up early every morning and going down to the boat shed.
Yeah, awesome. Maybe it has come to your attention that was posted on Facebook, a photo with Alana and a quote where she said about her coaches, I can't thank him enough. Without him, I might not even be here. What does her telling that quote, what does it tell about her as an athlete, but also what does it tell about you as a coach?
I think it says a lot about Alana as a person. I think it is good to hear that she's appreciative for what not only myself but my assistant coach Mike Pond and all the support staff at Waste do, not only for her but the rest of the squads. And it's just great to know that that she's got that, I guess, that emotional intelligence to be able to sort of think about those things and to say that it is nice. And often, sometimes athletes can be, it's all about me, but and look, you have to be selfish to be a successful athlete, but it's how you carry yourself. And Alana's certainly one of those people that does carry herself in the right way, and certainly, and it is, she does appreciate the work that we do. So that's good.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's good to hear. Yeah. Well, Ramon, thank you very much for your time.
Great. Thanks, Rob. Cheers.